morning.
Good morning.
The issue before this court is rather straightforward. Has the prosecution laid sufficient basis for this court to order for the subject to be detained for a further 14 days? As I get it, the prosecution is saying that the investigations being undertaken by the police is multifaceted and involves many leads and suspects, both in custody and at large. There is forensic material to be examined and processed. There is also the element of public interest which must be taken into account by this court. The defense team is of the view that the continued detention of the subject is unjustified in view of the period of 7 days that he has been in police custody. They are of the view that the police have had sufficient time to process the subject. They have also complained of the subject's alleged mistreatment while in police custody and further pointed out the breach of the initial court order issued by the Chief Magistrate's Court at Homa Bay. The family of the deceased's interest is that justice must not only be done but must be seen to be done. They want to know the truth, and the truth will be established why their daughter and her unborn child were tragically killed. The first issue that this court will address is on the question of its jurisdiction. This court has jurisdiction to deal with the matter that this court has been addressed. I did not hear the defense counsel to question the court's jurisdiction on the merits of the application, to question the court's jurisdiction. On the merits of the application, this court agrees with the prosecution that due to the multifaceted and complex nature of the investigation that involves many suspects and many leads, it is only fair that the subject continues to be detained for a further period of 14 days. He shall be detained at Muthaiga Police Station. During his detention, his rights and fundamental freedoms that are guaranteed by the Constitution shall be protected. He shall be allowed access to his counsel during daytime. His relatives, who shall be vetted, shall also be granted access to see him. He shall be brought to court after the expiry of 14 days, where the prosecution shall be required to have him formally charged, or he shall be released. Pursuant to Article 49(1)(g) of the Constitution, this court shall read the charge to the subject, but he shall not be required to plead to the same. The purpose of reading the charge is so as to notify or put the subject on notice of the charge that is likely to face. The subject shall be at liberty to apply, pursuant to Article 49, Sub-Article 1(h) of the Constitution, upon expiry of 14 days to be released on bail if the prosecution decides to charge him. The court has desisted from rendering or making any comments in respect of what transpired from the day the subject was arrested to today when the subject was arraigned before this court, because it may form the defense of the subject. If he is tried, the defense of the subject if he is tried, it is only the trial court that has jurisdiction to address the matter. The defense counsel are at liberty to raise the issue before the trial court. Those are the orders of this court. So I'll formally read the charge to the subject, but he shall not be required to plead to them. It's just to put him on notice. Okay? So your name is Michael Juma Oyamo. Do I read the charge in Kiswahili or in English? In English. Okay. You have been charged. You'll be. This is the information which has been brought before us, but it is not a formal charge which you are required to plead. It's just to notify you. And this is the information. The information says that you shall be charged, or you may be charged with murder contrary to Section 203, as read with Section 204 of the Penal Code of the Laws of Kenya. And the particulars of the offense are that between 3rd and 4th September 2018 at Owande area, Rachuonyo, South Sub-County within Homa Bay County, jointly with others not before court, you murdered Sharon Berylin Otieno. So that is for your information, and you'll be called upon to answer to it, or if investigation establishes that you are not involved, you shall be released. You may not be required to plead to that charge. So it's just to give you informed so that you are aware of the charge that is likely to face you. Your defense counsel will be on notice so that they can prepare your defense if you will be charged. But if you are not to be charged, you will be brought before this court within 14 days. The 14th day is which day? And then I'll give it to you. You'll appear before the trial court. Myself, I'm in the criminal appeals section of the High Court. So you'll appear before Lady Justice Lesit, who is the head of the murder section, for the purposes of mention and, if possible, the taking of plea, which is the 14th day. Yes, the 14th day is on 25th of, okay. So 25th. 12 plus 14, 26th. 26th is which day of the week? Okay. Mention on 26th of September 2018 before Lady Justice Lesit. Sit for further orders. Yes.